What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and the Hotfix update for v20.20 is officially released. So in today's YouTube video, I will not only be telling you everything Epic Games did tell you about the update, but also everything Epic Games didn't exactly tell you regarding the most recent content update. So without further ado, let's get into everything you should know. Firstly, in some competitive news, the repair torch has been removed from competitive playlist, and apparently according to the competitive community, this was because in the final few zones, a lot of people were just sitting there with vehicles ramming into other people's builds and just turning it into a NASCAR event using the repair torch to make sure their vehicle never gets fully destroyed. Just, having a lot of chaos happening in competitive. So Epic Games decided with the content update to completely vault the repair torch in competitive. However, of course, this is still enabled in normal modes. On top of the topic of weapons, the light machine gun has made its way out of the vault in practically every single rarity except for common rarity, I do believe, and you'll be able to find this in chests, rare chests, supply drops, and from sharks whenever you eliminate them. Now, just like the repair torch, this item is not in competitive modes as of right now. However, Epic Games said it's in an evaluation period, so it might arrive in competitive later on during this season. Now, in terms of 7 vs. IO battles, the Coney Crossroads battle is officially finished, and the blimp actually has crashed onto the island. Now, it appears that like 90% of the blimp has just completely disappeared, but hey, at least we're getting some map changes that aren't just blimps crashing completely into the water all the way on the very edge of the map. On top of this, however, since the 7 has actually won the Coney Crossroads battle, just like they will with every single upcoming battle, there are 2 new funding stations currently over there. One is allowing you to fund the armored battle bus, and one is a battle between the light turret and the heavy turret. So definitely go over there, pick which ones you want, and if you want to, there's also another area over there that you won't see on the images where you're able to do the currently ongoing funding battle, which is the Boogie Bomb versus the Rift-to-Go. That's right, once one of these choices gets 100% funded, it will be completely added to the loot pool instantly, and everyone will be able to use that item. Now, currently it appears that the Rift-to-Go is having a little bit of an advantage, because when I checked before making this video, the Boogie Bomb was at like 3%, however the Rift-to-Go was at 5%. However, anything can change at any time. A content creator can influence the vote. Anyone out there can really do whatever they want to potentially make one thing rise above the rest, and I would love to hear in the comments down below, out of these 2 choices, which one do you want to see return to the island? But to quickly go back to the whole entire topic of 7 vs. IO, we have another battle that you can currently participate in to do some daily challenges and just to enjoy your time. The battle for Rocky Rills has officially begun, and you'll be able to, go over there, do the normal fighting 3 stages situation, and once the battle ends, of course, we're gonna have the blimp crash on the island. Now, for this battle, it will end once the v20.30 update officially releases, so we won't be able to leak where the blimp's going to crash a little bit early. However, something I do want to mention here is that once v20.30 officially releases, we will have our final 7 vs. IO actual POI battle, which is none other than Tilted Towers. So yeah, we're getting very close to the end of this whole entire battle cinematic that happens basically every other week, and on the content update for v20.30, we should be getting a little bit more news about what happens post-battle, once the IO is cornered over at Command Cavern. Now, in regards to news that Epic Games didn't tell you about in this content update, other than the ones that I mixed in with the actual topics that I had already talked about, was the following things. While the Rocky Rills battle has been officially enabled, the IO tank is temporarily not going to spawn at Rocky Rills. Once the battle officially ends, a 7 version of the tank will spawn there, so you'll be able to still get a tank at this location. It's just right now there's not going to be that IO tank. On top of this, bots will no longer try to land at Rocky Rills, just like they've done with the other POI battles. They don't want normal AI bots trying to land at these locations right away, because it could, mess up and just cause a lot of bots to die very early on, not even by you, but by their own entire bot armies. And finally, the Pilly lore has continued. If you guys didn't know, in the v20.20 update, Epic Games actually added some dialogue, moved Pilly's location around, and Pilly had crashed an ice cream truck over to the left of Sleepy Sound. However, with the most recent content update, Pilly is now back on the road again, and this time is determined to drive a bus. Some of the things you can say to Pilly is the following dialogue: "Driving again? Are you sure you can handle that thing? And, please, I'm begging you, drive a smaller car." To which Pilly will respond by either saying Pilly gives you a confident thumbs up, or Pilly turns to the bus, his eyes light up with fiery determination. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing Pilly on his main task of learning just how to drive around the island, and honestly, I hope that plays into like a live event. I mean, imagine it, you know, we're playing a live event or whatever. Let's say there's an event this season. It's currently not confirmed if there is or not yet, but if there is, it would just be super funny to be in a vehicle that's being driven, and then Pilly just kind of like leans out the side, waves at you, and continues driving. I think that would just be a super funny way to incorporate this little Pilly lore into the main, you know, live events that tell the storyline on the island. But with that said, that's practically everything that was added with the most recent content update, so definitely hop in game, check out all the new stuff, let me know what you think about the LMG, and what do you think is going to win from that little unvaulting battle vote. And with that said, I'll see you champs and champettes tomorrow with another YouTube video. Peace out.